What's up guys, Sticky here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys 5 beginner level Madden tips to improve your games overnight. So if you are a super advanced level player, you probably should click off this video, ignore this video outright, but most of you guys are going to have something to gain from this video, something to improve your game, and if you do gain something from it, I urge you to like and subscribe. Other than that, man, let's just get straight into it. Hope you enjoy. So to start it out, the first tip I have for you guys today is to blitz your user when we're rushing 3 people. So if you want to play coverage, a lot of people do. If I want to trot out a look kind of like this, like a cover 4 type of look, which is pretty valid, but you're going to want to definitely blitz your user. So that's clicking A and down on the right stick to blitz. Now you see I have him in this blitz angle, and the key is to hover down towards the line of scrimmage till you see that green check mark above his head. That means he's part of the pass rush plan. The O-line will account for him. So for some reason in this game, Madden wants you to rush 4. There's a pass rush penalty if you rush less than 4. So by doing this, by blitzing your user, you can kind of trick the game into thinking we are rushing 4, when in fact when the ball is snapped we're going to just drop back in coverage. But we do have to hover around the line of scrimmage. We'll get a much better pass rush. So I'll show you kind of without my user rushing. I mean, they're gonna have some time in this pocket. He'll get a few seconds. I mean, all right, that wasn't the best example considering Will McDonald crushed the right tackle. But I mean, when you rush 4, you'll probably have rushers getting to the quarterback snap your fingers quicker. You see a pretty similar shed there, but just trust me on it. That wasn't the best example there, but blitz your user when you want to send 3. So the second tip I have for you guys will allow you to get a slight speed boost on defense at the snap of the ball, and it will give your user a speed boost. And you're going to do this by clicking X to pull up the audible screen on defense, and then from here you can hold the left stick in any given direction you want, and it won't move you. So as soon as the ball is snapped, you'll be sprinting in that direction. So like normally when you're on defense, you kind of have to wait for the ball to snap and then react to run in any direction you want with your user. But with this tip, it'll kind of enable you to just set your direction and go with no reaction. There's just snap your fingers quicker. So like if I wanted to kind of take away this running back flat, I would click X and then hold right, or you don't want to click right trigger because that'll flip your play. You don't want to do that, but just hold the left stick in the direction you want. I'm holding it down and left, and then pretty much as soon as the ball is snapped, I can then run over there and take away that flat route for a pick if he throws it. So something like that, it'll just get you that extra step you need, that extra reaction time, that extra millisecond that might win you a game. So yeah, here that is. This third tip I have for you guys isn't the most consequential tip. I wouldn't say that you would need to use this all the time necessarily, but when it is, in play, it is very useful. It's gotten me a few stops. So basically when you get down to the goal line, people will often try to no huddle you to keep you in the defense that you're in, maybe get a quick run for a score. When you're feeling like you're on your heels and they're on the goal line like this, I would I don't want to be in dollar, this 3-man front. This is going to get ran on all day here at the 1. So what I'm going to do, I value my timeouts very highly, and you should too. So the other option is just run off sides. So when I get in these situations at like the 1 or the 2, I don't want my opponent to snap this ball. I just run off sides. And in practice mode, it won't flag you, but essentially their options are, when I go off sides here, are to accept it to get first and goal at the 1, or to decline it to get first and goal at the 1. So it's really of no consequence. I mean, it'll move it half the distance, but moving it half a yard, even a quarter of a yard, isn't all that consequential. So I'd strongly recommend that you guys use this trick, go off sides of the goal line. It might seem counterintuitive, but it's gotten me a few stops for sure. So save your timeouts, go off sides. So if you do play online a lot and you do not know this information, I guarantee this next trick will help you, and it has to do with stopping those pesky RPOs. So if you do play online and you've came up against them before, these RPO bubble type plays, see how Y kind of goes on that little route, but you also have the run available to you. These are your typical RPO plays, these RPO bubbles. So a lot of people who base out of zone will hope that their hard flats will get out to their assigned area and cover this and attack this route. But the sad reality is that they will not. And the reason is that any player with an R, like this outside linebacker here in this hard flat, or a C above their heads, will never play the pass in these situations. You could pass commit, you could adjust them however you want, but that player is going to be focused on the run. So, I mean, that's why a lot of players get really mad when they see their player in a hard flat, and yet when I snap this ball, whoops, wrong controller. If I snap this ball, the Judy is wide open in the hard flat area. And so what you have to do is get a player in the flat who does not have a C above their heads. So like in this situation, you could even go extreme if you want to take away the flats. I mean, you may as well take that guy away from the flat because he has the R or C above his head. You could put instead maybe this safety in the flat. I imagine he'll do a bit of a better job because he is not constrained to focus on the read option part of the play. So I'll snap this ball and you'll see he's there. He picks it off. Perfect example. He is not part of the read option. Therefore, he will play the pass and he will get you interceptions on those annoying RPOs. For the final tip in today's video for you guys, I have an offensive tip involving how I deal with match coverages in Madden 25. So when I say match coverages, I mean plays that start out in zone and convert to man once they see the routes on the field. So you can identify match coverage. Any play in this game that involves the use of these pink quarter flats or pink seam flats in the play call screen is a match coverage play. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm running smash return here. It's a good bunch play. But when I snap this ball, all these players are kind of fitting these routes. You'll see it gets real sticky in there. I can't throw that return route to B, even if I wanted to, and I really do want to, in fact. So I'm going to teach you guys how to deal with these kinds of plays. So I've showed you how to identify them, and once you do, the best thing for you to do is to create a 4 strong look. Now, what do I mean by 4 strong? Now, in this situation, I'm talking about your eligible receivers. I want to create 4 eligible receivers on one side of the field. So in this scenario, on offense, the best thing for me to do in this bunch set is just to simply move the running back over to the right. So I'm just clicking B till I get to the running back, and I'm clicking right on my D-pad to float him over to the other side. And now you see we have Ford, Njoku, Judy, and Tillman all on one side of the field. And you will see that I'm running the exact same play. The B route was absolutely bagged prior, but when I snap this ball, they leave the B route. I mean, the hook was in the general area, but before he was getting manned up and followed throughout the entire screen. Now there are holes. You can just play your game against your typical spot drop zone that you'll see online. If you see match, just avoid it. That's the best way to deal with it. Cancel it by having 4 eligible receivers on one side.